Over the past couple years of Marvel Comics, it's been really striking to see author Al Ewing really steer the Venom franchise away from some of the harrowing violence in previous runs directly towards some really interesting science fiction aspects. In fact, Ewing has done a phenomenal job strengthening the bond between Eddie Brock and his son Dylan as dual symbiote users. Plus, the character of Natasha Romanoff has even taken on a symbiote of her very own. However, as a result of the Amazing Spider Man's Gang War storyline and Venom's Venom War, it's time for Ewing to reinterpret the property once again. My name is Oracle Braddock, and today, let's go ahead and check out the review of the all-new Venom series. But before we get deeper into the video, I want to encourage you to consider subscribing to the channel. This brand new all-new Venom series is written by Al Ewing, featuring artwork from Carlos Gomez. We have colors from Frank D'Armata and letters from VC's Clayton Cowles. In addition here, I want to go ahead and preview the really interesting cover coming in from both Adam Kubert and Frank D'Armata. I think there's a striking sense of perspective introducing the all-new Venom, and plus I am loving the brand new logo teased with this interesting orange or maybe gold hue across the comic book. Here's a look at the interior pages coming in from artist Carlos Gomez. I love just how gritty Gomez is able to portray so much of the cast members towards the beginning of the issue. This issue has so much text in it, and I think artist Gomez did a great job pulling on so much of the subtext and some of the facial expressions between the various characters. Another really interesting aspect of All New Venom is how this issue actually opens, as the character of Madame Mask is one of the suspected All New Venom symbiote users, and this issue really teases the fact that she's on trial towards the opening. In fact, I'm glad that Marvel Comics actually issued this preview page as a teaser because we get to see the rest of some of our suspected symbiote wielders. We have both Luke Cage, Robbie Robertson, and the character of Rick Jones down at the bottom. It's interesting across this series to see these characters establish a relationship while trying to guess who the actual wielder of the symbiote is across this comic book. Another aspect of All New Venom that I find incredibly striking is how author Al Ewing is able to use so much recent continuity, not only from the main Venom series, but also the recent Amazing Spider-Man chapter as well. Seeing the character of Luke Cage engage in so much action between some of these characters is incredibly striking, and I'm loving just how many different times all these characters manage to reference the gang war across the comic book. However, I think a lot of the fun of the series happened towards the second half when the character of All New Venom was introduced to the series and lends out a helping hand in dispatching so many of these different AIM characters. Curiously enough, a lot of our suspected symbiote wielders are gone when this All New Venom character shows up, so I think so much of the intrigue is pulled on really freshly here over from Al Ewing, and I just can't wait to see who the actual member is. At this point, I'm having a difficult time interpreting who the all-new Venom character could actually be. I'm starting to develop a slight suspicion towards Rick Jones based on some of his dialogue, and also think that the character of Luke Cage could also benefit incredibly from this symbiote, although it would make his incredibly hectic life even more busy across the comic book tale. The end of this series does a phenomenal job grounding it in so much other perspective with the Venom franchise. I'm loving some of the additional characters that were teased across the series and the more direct lines that are drawn towards not only the main Amazing Spider-Man series, but with the rest of these Venom characters as well. So at the end of the day here, I really think that Marvel Comics' All New Venom is a really interesting character study from some fascinating Amazing Spider-Man supporting players. I'm loving too the framing device that Al Ewing was able to introduce with this series, as seeing Madame Mask on trial has so much fascinating implications, not only for the Venom property, but for the Amazing Spider-Man series as well. I want to know from you, do you have any sneaking suspicions as to who the new symbiote wielder could be? And did you have fun watching this character swing into action towards the end of this all-new Venom series? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming to check out our video review of the all-new Venom series, and we'll be back to see whatever direction Marvel Comics takes the property in the near future. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.